The big Fox Business Network debate will zero in on the economy, but our economy is married to our foreign policy. Former United States Ambassador, UN Ambassador John Bolton is here. Nice to see you, Ambassador. And you can't just think of the economy without thinking about the impact on foreign policy.
No, I think it's very important, and indeed, I think in demonstrating the leadership capabilities that candidates have to display, this is a good way to do it, to explain to the people who I think are more sophisticated than the political operatives and political commentators who think they don't get it, the relationship between domestic policy and foreign policy.
Well, you look at things like the Kerry Lugar bill, which was the bill that is about, I think, 2010, where we were going to give $1.5 billion a year to Pakistan for about 5 years. I guess it was $5 or $7 billion cost to us. That's a lot of money. And we did that because we were hoping to sort of buy friendship from Pakistan. So money goes out that way.
Well, it's also, for example, dealing with the increasing chaos in the Middle East, which is going to have an impact on oil production and global oil prices around the world that has a direct impact on us. I think the key point is that I don't believe America can sustain the way of life we've become accustomed to and that our people demand without a strong American presence in the world. And the opposite is true as well. You can't keep that strong presence in the world without a strong economy. That relationship, I think the Obama administration has essentially ignored to our detriment.
What's so interesting, if you look at like North Africa, China right there in North Africa is doing all the oil, is grabbing all the oil in the Sudan, for instance. That has an impact on the world prices. That has an impact on oil prices, or even our trade issues with China. It's also interrelated.
Yeah, China pursues an overtly mercantilist policy. When they need requirements for manufacturing, they just don't buy what they need. They buy the whole coal mine or the whole oil field. And that sort of approach has a direct impact on us in ways that we just don't talk about. I think it's a huge political upside for the candidate who can translate that for the voters.
All right. Do you have sort of a question you would like to ask these candidates tonight or not?
Well, I'd like them to define how they see getting the economy moving again at a faster rate of growth. Our climb out of the recession of 2008 has been painfully slow. I think that's due in large measure to additional restrictions on the economy, Obamacare, Dodd-Frank, and a host of regulatory pronouncements from the Obama administration over the last 7 years. They need to be able to say how in the first 60, 90, 100 days of their administration they're going to strip away the regulatory structures that have been built and how they're going to get these impediments to economic growth repealed.
Well, I won't bore you with my jobs program, but I have a one-page jobs program that I try passing off on every senator who comes here, and they all sort of politely say that's a good idea, but nothing ever happens. But anyway, jobs really, jobs make a big difference, and tonight I think most Americans are going to be sitting here thinking, like, what about my job?
No, look, we need a very serious discussion of this, and frankly, we just haven't had it in the course of the campaign so far.
Well, very excited to hear what happens tonight. Anyway, Ambassador, nice to see you, sir.
Glad to be here.